martial artist first. I've been a martial artist all my life. It's always a pleasure to come back. You know, I know I'm on, I think of myself as the same cat from day one. And I train religiously. Train a lot of MMA guys now. And it's interesting because a lot of us traditionalists, there's a lot of things that are lost in MMA that that would enhance what they're doing. One of them I get asked about a lot is the thing with, a lot of people have seen this thing with Kimbo Slice. Okay? It's been like, 14 million people viewed that. A lot of people ask me what that's about. Sometimes they get the concept wrong. I will begin by really explaining that in person, that concept. And it's a concept that is based in traditional martial arts, as far as moving forward without changing your level. Okay? Are there any professional fighters in the room? Professional? Oh, hey, what's up, man? I ain't seen you in the room. Yeah, what's happening? Any other professional fighters in the room? Anybody really fast in the room? Okay, let's come on. So come on. Anybody really who got some good hand speed? Okay. Okay, now can I line you guys up right here? Okay. Now, as I explained, okay, the concept of moving forward, if it's not backed up by physics, maybe you got to look at it twice. There's a lot of things that we do in boxing and stuff that is lost in tradition but hasn't evolved. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate 3 punches, like I did in that video. Notice the speed of the 3 punches. Notice the speed of the first 2, then notice the speed of the last one. All right. I want you to put up your fastest hand. Hold it up, okay? Do not let me hit your hand. Do not let me hit it, okay? You ready? Here are the first 2 punches. That's 1. That's 2. Ready? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Were they slow? I go finger. Okay. Now, here is the 3rd punch. The 3rd punch. Put your fastest hands up again. Do not let me hit it. Are you ready? If anything should tell you, it's about technique, not speed. That should be a demonstration. Now, if you know I'm going to punch at your hand, I'm telling you where I'm going. Okay? I'm telling you where I'm going, and if you can't move your hand, there's got to be something to that. I'm sure people understand why I was able to hit the 3rd punch. You can tell. Not only position is part of it.
There's no movement in your body.
Right. There's no telegraphing. No telegraphing. Okay. Who boxes in the room here? Who boxes? Come in. What do you do? Like you hold pads, right? Like say you're holding pads. This is what happens. You meet me. Say you fall out of combination. 1, 2, left hook, right? You see this? You see this? There's a meeting? Yeah. Because you're being taught to telegraph. Okay? Same thing, right? See? You see he's moving almost as much as me. Okay? This is what I'm saying. On my jab, ready? Meet. You can't meet it, can you? Okay? You can't see it coming. What I suggest, as I suggested to Freddie Roach, and now he implemented it, you move first. Right? See that? Now, I'm not telegraphing. There's a problem if I'm a 20-year-old champion fighter and there's a 55-year-old guy meeting my punch. I have to telegraph for him to do that. Okay? If I don't telegraph, you see what happens. Now, that's a basic concept. Think about running. If I'm in the blocks, right, and somebody shoots a gun off, and my first movement is back, I'm going to be 3 steps behind everybody. You use the top of your movement and go forward. Okay? Now, you see when I'm doing it slow, how effective it is. Okay? Put your fastest hand out here. I'm 235. I'm supposed to be the slow guy. Okay? So, from here, I have to move my entire body. Not only my arm, I have to move my entire body to hit it. Okay? Don't let me hit your hand. Ready? Okay? Every bit of the movement is forward. That concept comes out of anybody that, when people say, oh, katas don't mean anything, smack them. Because the concept of moving your core forward is exactly what I'm doing. A lot of professional MMA guys, and you buy pay-per-view and watch them move, they do this before they move, indicating they're moving forward. Okay? I've covered distances this far using the same ethics that I learned from kata. It's all about, if anything, MMA is really about mixing things. Mix the best of everything you have. And when you're doing kata, when you're doing the technical stuff, that is important as well. Okay? So, and not only that, one other concept is the fact that if everybody noticed how slow I did the third punch, right? Well, you can see that because you're looking at the side angle. When you're looking directly in front of me, your perception is off. Think about driving behind a truck that has lumber sticking out of it. Okay? You have to hang a flag on the lumber so you can tell how far it is. Anybody who used to watch Chuck Liddell fight, he used to aim his whole forearm at you and wait till you lined up with it. You know, I don't know if he knew that that's what he was doing, but that's why it worked so well. People couldn't see the punch coming forward. So I would encourage you, because we got too many people. It would if we start, working and partnering off here, somebody's getting sued. So, but I would encourage you in your training to do this. Sir, when you train with each other, have your partner like do the same thing we're doing here. And if, say if you're trying to hit my hand, right? Say, continue. And tell him that he's indicating with his shoulder. Tell him he's indicating with his eyes. Tell him that he's indicating with whatever. It's not about a competition. You work together, okay? When you build upon that, okay, these building blocks are very necessary throughout your fighting and just your development. The fact is, if I get to, you start out with this, okay? Go ahead. He's trying to do this, right? Now, we change that into learning how to move and respond, because everybody's being trained here. You're training your response as well. You take it from your hand and you start to put it in your head. So now what you want to do is learn how to, still try to hit the head, but try to translate that into the body. Then get to the point where you want to tap me. So what you want to do is actually can't try to tap me. Top of my head, and learn how to do that to be able to You know, at any time, this is the easiest way to fight somebody, is to be able to not be there and catch someone when they're standing. Okay? One of our problems as martial artists, we don't get in there and have combat as much. Part of the biggest problem is nervousness. We move a little too much. You know, something goes toward our head and we're like, here. Like, come on, go. We look cool, and then all of a sudden it's right? I encourage you. Learn to move your head. Practice this a lot. You can practice this with your girlfriend. You can just have her try to attack you. Because you get out in the street situation, the first thing someone's going to do is what? It's okay to know how to spar, but let's protect ourselves. Let's work that, even though that's not the part of our traditional curriculum. But we have to evolve for the times, okay? When you get to a point where, you know, you can get in the ring and make sure nobody catches you cold, that is a freedom. When you get in the ring with anyone and go, okay, I can clap, you know, you can do that. When you have that kind of defense, it's the easiest way to ever fight. Imagine the confidence to be in any situation and know, that's not going to hit me. One concept, and I don't want to make any enemies here, there's a lot of theory that we do, and there's a lot of respect to those things. Some things look good, not very applicable. When you want to test the theory, test it against itself. Okay. If I were to fight my clone, okay, if it were to fight its clone, would it work? Okay. Love Bruce Lee. If Bruce Lee were to fight himself, the first guy would win. Because it's intercepting fist. Is Bruce Lee going to intercept himself? It's a great concept if you're fast as Bruce Lee. It's a great concept if Mike Tyson had a style called, just hit him really hard. Just hit him real hard and he just starts, and then you knock him out. It's not that easy. If I were to fight myself and the one who strikes first would anticipate landing, but would not know that the one being struck, who's being struck at, is not going to be there. Okay. Therefore, if I were to fight myself, the defensive one would win. And that's kind of the nature of what we do. Okay. The aggressor pays. Part of that, I try to reiterate, is defense. If anything I want to really encourage you to do is work defense. Work defense, and let's not forget what that's about. Muhammad Ali was one of the greatest boxers in the world, and I think it's all key to his defense. His head's not there at the end of the punch. It's gone. Therefore, somebody learns, oh my God, I'm not going to load up on this guy again. He's going to hit me. And even if he gets hit, it's going to be with a light punch because the guy's so concerned, that he doesn't want to, well, he doesn't want to commit himself. Okay. Oh yeah, he was perfect. Yeah, but yeah. So I would encourage you, these steps, test each other with your reflex. Remember, purity of motion. Our jabs a lot of times wind up like that. Okay, anybody see the flaw in that? What is it? It's a tap. It's a tap, but look at the trajectory of my arm. Right, elbow is exactly, elbow's not behind it. Okay, that's also a concept when not being able to read me going forward. Okay, a lot of us will do like this. That's kind of like if anybody does lifting weights, that's like a tricep extension. But how much can you bench press? Right? A lot stronger bench pressing. That's like a sidekick going like this, as opposed to that. Okay? One goes straight to the point, can't get away from it. Okay? So that's another concept. We want to start, I would encourage people, this is my kata sensei right here. He gets on me, like his technique is like, the guy in a short sleeve shirt and shorts makes noise doing kata. So, it's like, I would really encourage us to get to our roots. I know a lot of these guys here, we want to, we got that brolic macho thing, but I'm telling you, man, technique is really where it's at. I would just encourage to really work technique, really work these concepts, and continue to build.